Farm Guy here, and this is the Lizard Penta line by SrVertex on Farming Simulator 22. This is for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 on Fox Farm for this test and demonstration of these 5 planters that come in this pack. 39.23 megabytes to download, 14 and 15 slots on console. We have 5 of them ranging from a small and increasing in size all the way up to this fellow here. Now this is an interesting set of planters, and we will go through them in detail. It also has a hitch. I got to remember to test that hitch, because that could be something very useful, perhaps, to some of you. Now, let's find it in Tools and Planters, and here they are. So, as you can see here, they're arranged in Penta 5 rows. So, you got a 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 13. So, ranging from 2.3, 3.1, 4, 5 meter, and 6 meter planter, seed and fertilizer, your regular planter type crops: corn, sunflower, soybean, beets, sugar beet, and cotton. Right. So these have lots and lots of options. However, they are all identical in respect to options and working speed. Capacities, of course, will be range from the 600, 900 liters and 20 horsepower requirement, and they'll go up. So 70 horsepower, 90, 110, 130. So even though the largest one, it's only 130 horsepower, so that's very nice. I think that's probably the largest planter with the lowest horsepower requirement, if I recall, possibly, or at least a very good, or in the top 5 anyway. So let's look at the largest one, because as I said, they'll all have exactly the same options. It's just the size that is different and the capacity. So inoculant tank. This is a visual cosmetic thing only. It doesn't add any volume to anything. It is just, yes, a decoration. So if you want it or not, it's going to cost you $1,500. So if you don't want it, just say no. It won't cost you anything. Planting markers. So we have yes, left only, right only, or no. So those are your ridge markers. I don't know anybody who actually uses these. It is a real life thing. If you want them, they're there. I never use them. Neither does the worker. If you hire a worker, the worker doesn't use it either. Models. So we have the 2008. We have the 2010. So nothing changes in specifications. 2012, just the lettering. So we have the newest model, the 2023. But it's really only the decaling that changes. And again, $1,000 for that new style. I would forego that probably. Lights, standard. Signal. So where do these go? Yes, up there on the sign. Signal lights, work lights, signal work lights, work lights 2, work signal and work lights 2, and standard. So if you put them all on there, $250. GPS and gyroflex. Again, this is purely a cosmetic thing. Oh, gyroflex is a warning hazard, or beacons. Beacons, that's what they're called. Yeah, beacons. GPS is purely just, it's that little thing right there, right in the middle. Yeah. Again, it doesn't do anything. Knife. Button, disc, disarm knife, button, disarm knife, button. Again, just a cosmetic thing. I think that's something you can adjust, because there's one thing that you can adjust that I haven't found what it actually does. So line spacing, again, you can adjust these, but it doesn't change how the thing operates. It's, again, just purely visual cosmetic. Recumbrinino set design. Yes. Again, a visual thing there at the front that's going on and off, as you can see it there. $10 for that. Cover canvas. Now this is here. So this actually does something. You can choose a color: blue, dark blue, sea blue, yellow, orange, tangerine, red, 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 green, green, black, gray, white, white, gray, or no. So we'll show that. Seed bags, that's just a visual thing. Hitch height. Depending on what kind of tractor you're using, you might want to have a different hitch height. Rear tow hitch. Yes or no? So that's an option. No dollars for that. Main color. Here is where things get a little wacky. We have a bunch of interesting choices of color. Blues. 3 different kinds of purple for custom color. Purple onion, mystic purple, and kind of a faded out clay brown, which is more of a, I guess, a red. Sea blue and some different mint greens, so all sorts of that. And then so that's no dollars for that, and if you want to make it pink, it's $500. Fertilizer boxes. Again, we have a number of interesting choices, as well as some base game colors. 100 ducks if you want to change it to a base game color. Again, the covers there, that's both seed fertilizer and seed covers. And if you want to go with Giants color palette, $50 there. And then the seed boxes, we can make that any of these colors, even the chromey color for $0, or if we go there, $50. And then rim color, also an option. Yep, $100 if you choose the Giants color palette. Right, so you know what? We're going to buy this. We're going to buy a tractor. And before we get into anything really serious about demonstrating what it does, we're going to test that back hitch before I forget. Because I will forget. So, yeah, this thing has a number of interesting options and so forth, but we'll get into those. We're just going to make sure this thing hitches up to, come on, back up, there we go. So pin hitch, that is expected. Ball hitch may or may not be important to you, but we're going to test it anyways and see if it hooks up to a ball hitch. Yes, so both ball hitch and pin hitch, and as you can see, the hydraulics or electrical or whatever you want to, whatever the trailer has, hooks up very nicely to that as well. So that is very nice. Now, let's bounce over to the smallest one. And yes, I didn't have a tractor. Well, I guess I do. The Zeter does, but it's yeah. This is exactly 20 horse or 23 horsepower, I think, or something like that. But I thought it would be kind of interesting because this is rated at 20 horsepower. This is the so we're going from smallest to largest, of course. Just so you know, and to refresh your memory, this is the 2.3 meters, so very small. Let's hop in here and let's just, because for a moment we're going to swap over, because this has everything on it, and the that Gator has a couple of options that might confuse, because this tractor has no control. I can't open the windows or anything. There's no L1 and R1. So if we hook up this and we go back, everything that you see there is going to control something on this planter. L1, the normal, lower the planter and raise the planter. It says seeder. We select with triangle, we can select our crop. Ridge markers L1 and up on your D-pad. We're going to leave one of them out. L1 and left stick opens the fertilizer. So that inoculant tank doesn't do anything. It's just there looking pretty. So this is where you fill up. You have to open that one, and then L1 and left again opens up your seed tanks. Seed tank filled from a silo, filled up from just behind this hitch area here. So if you're ever having trouble trying to catch that fill point on these on some seeders and planters, just either move past or before. Yeah. L1 and right stick left and right. That spits out that. That's like a little thingy, a little stand. Yeah. Why? I don't know. R1, right stick left and right. We can extend those ridge markers to make them longer. I guess if you extend them out, that's where the center for it is, I guess. L1 and right stick up and down. Now this is one that something seems to be moving. But I don't know what it's doing. So if anyone knows what the R1 and right stick up and down does. I know the left and right is the ridge markers up and down. That one's a mystery to me. L1 and R1. So here we got some interesting options here. Oh yeah, there's the beacons. Left signal, right signal, lights, lots of light, lots and lots of light. Okay, let's turn that off. L1 and R1, left stick, left and right. That is your cover. So if you chose cover, that tarp, L1 and left, L1 and R1 and right on your left stick, there. So that engages your cover. Yeah, just like that. Right stick, left and right. Yes, so L1 and R1, left stick, left and right. You can fold that up. It's still attached, but I guess if you want to put it away, and yeah, so that's neat. And then L1 and R1 and right stick up and down. So left and right is that up and down. You see that support go down. So when you unhook it, there, you can still, it's there but not there. Yeah, so there it is. You hook it back up, L1 and R1, right stick up or down, and then move your hitch down. There. So the odd thing is the hoses don't hook up. Yeah, let's see if the hoses hook up on this one. Yeah, the hoses hook up on this one. I wonder if it's because no. It could be the tractor. Right, so let's unhook that. That's all the that is all the options. Let's see if it hooks up on this one, because I didn't fool around with this one. Yeah, so this one hooks up. I don't know why I kind of messed it up, probably fooling around with all those up and down and stuff like that. Let's hook up this. There we go. See that the hoses didn't hook up on this one. That's odd. Let's lift up that. Nope. Nope. Ridge markers. There we go. Let's lift up those and hire a worker and watch this thing go a little bit. Some nice movement there. The wheels are moving around. Things are kind of shifting around and moving. Well, it's pulling it at 7 miles per hour. It's supposed to go at 8 miles per hour. Actually, pretty impressive for a little vehicle like that to pull this. So if this can pull it, really nearly anything can pull it. So a really nice little seeder. Nope, not there. There we go. So, and then, yeah, they all operate just as well. If we go over to this one, the next one up, bigger one, all seed and fertilizer. Yeah, so there you have it. I'm not going to really extensively go into each one, but as they get bigger, they just get bigger. They work just as well, and they look pretty good. They have a ton of options, that color options, also configurations. A lot of them are just visual, so if you're looking for a cheap seeder or cheap planter, mind you, that is easy to pull, I think this probably could be your ticket. And that's a Lizard Penta line by SrVertex on Farming Simulator 22. Thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.